are they called? Picking thumbnails for my YouTube videos is probably the hardest part. Most of the time, I don't know whether people notice, but most of the time it's just me trying to pick the funniest faces that my face makes. Look at this one. What am I doing? It looks like I've suddenly realised that the world is round. I don't know. I've made it to 150, which means that I just have 7 more vlogs to make. Oh, my life. Hello! Hello, hello, hello! Apologies for the lack of footage today. It has been a very busy day of editing and uploading and publishing, and I never want to see a YouTube video again. I'm joking. I am trying to make my way through all of the millions of videos that I have to upload. I still have 7 to do and it'll be 8 tomorrow. So I'm just trying to make my way through that so that I can get to a good place where I know that I can work on my uni work and I'm not going to get too far behind again. Everything, as I've said many times before, as I've noticed because I've been editing today, everything is definitely building up and getting very intense for the last 2 weeks before Christmas, but that's the way it happens. It's 25 days until I will be going to Paris, and it is 20 days until Christmas, so I don't even want to know how many days it is till my assignments are in. Just not going to think about that for the moment. But yeah, I have had a busy day just editing and all that kind of stuff. Please don't give YouTubers, don't not give them credit for putting up videos because it does take a lot of effort if you want to get it good. But the footage that I've collected over the last couple of weeks has been much more interesting and much more exciting for me to edit than the couple of weeks before. And now I'm going to my family friends for dinner. They've invited me around for dinner and they were going to go to a poetry evening or something like that. And I wanted to show you, I'm sorry I'm talking really quick because I am in a rush and that's why I'm talking really fast, but I wanted to show you this top that I got from New Look yesterday because I really liked it because it was really different and I haven't seen something, well I have seen things like this but I don't have anything like this. And I thought it was almost a little bit Christmassy. It's a nice, like, that lighting is just shocking. I mean, come on. Oh, something just brightened it. But it's like a greenish, it's a pale green colour. And it has this lace around the bottom of it. That's probably better. Can you see it? It looks like it's grey, but it's not grey. Wait, let me turn the light on. Is that any better? You can kind of see. It's green. It's a green colour. Really, really light green though, and then it has this lovely lace at the bottom, which I think is quite Christmassy to be honest. I really like the lace part. It's Christmassy, and I also painted my nails for Christmas, but they're an OPI colour and I really can't work out whether it's red or pink. It looks really red right now, yes, but from the bottle, like sometimes when I look at it in the daytime, I don't know whether anyone has this colour. Look, you can see it's got pink in it. It's red colour, but it's got pink in it, which just blows my mind. I don't know how that works because those two colours are supposed to clash. And it's called A Wee Bit of Red, but it's still, look at the pink. It's like a pink sheen or pinky purpley sheen. And so sometimes when you look at them during the daytime, they look pink. I'm sure you're all like fascinated by my nail varnish judgments, and I'm sure my uncle is right now as he's watching this. But yes, it is time to go out. It is a Friday night and I am going out with my family friends. I haven't seen anybody from uni or any of my friends for a very long time, but I'm not too unhappy about that. I'm just trying to get everything done. I don't know what that noise was. And yeah, let's go out and see what's outside in the world because I haven't left the house today. Woo! Hello, I just got home from my evening out. Wasn't much I could film. I wish there was. But me and my family friend went to a, I don't know why I'm over here holding my wardrobe for support. Are you okay, wardrobe? We went to a poetry evening in which they were selling a poetry, but it's a poetry group that meets in the town that I live in. And from that poetry group they have created a book of poems, and so tonight they were selling it, but they also had the people that had written in it talking, and then it was also an open mic so people could read their poetry. And I think poetry is something that I've actually started to be really interested in. I think It's something that people don't give any time to because they think they can't do it. But then when you actually look at what people are writing poems about and you actually start to write some ideas down, you realise that it's not that difficult, and actually I have things that I could write about. And there's the book, I'll find the book here. The book is called A Pocket Full of Windows, which I just love the title of that because it is, all art forms really are a window into someone else's creativity, I think, and this is what the book looks like, and you can buy it on Amazon, I think. I don't really know what that's about, but it's just a collection of different poems really, and the age range of the people that have written these poems is 16 to 92, so it's amazing seeing how these people from these different generations are writing poetry and what they are writing poetry about, what is important to them at that point in their lives. And I've only written 2 poems in my life, I think. Well, maybe I've written more when I was younger, but at the moment I have 2 poems. But I always think of little phrases and words and things, and they do appear in my mind, and I think it's nice to write something. I like ones that rhyme, but there's so much poetry that doesn't fit any rules. It's purely putting your feelings onto paper and sculpting the words and putting them together in a way that sounds good or even doesn't sound good. And there's some that were really powerful, and these are written by people, well, some of them are actually really published authors and things. And another thing that they did is they didn't actually write the author with the poem, which I think is really amazing. I think I'm really interested in that as well, because then you read it without having a impression of the person that wrote it, even though tonight we saw the people that wrote it. But if you read this in the first place, you wouldn't know who wrote it. It could be a man, it could be a woman, it could be somebody that's 16, it could be somebody that's 92. And I find that interesting, the way that can happen. I like this one actually. I believe this one was written by a lady that passed away, actually. Yes, it is. It's written by a lady that passed away, and it's called Travel Light. And it goes, "Now I must go and empty my pockets to lighten the load I carry, so my travels will be light, not held down by resentment and anger, and why I am alive by skills unknown to me. In pain, yes, bear it and live again. The year is yet to unfold." I like that one. That's interesting. I've just noticed I've got nail varnish all over it. Whoops. But that was Travel Light by Helen Prince, and I really like that one. I like the ending. I feel like it's appropriate for, the end of the year. And yeah, it was a really interesting evening. And sometimes it's good to put yourself out of your comfort zone and try something new, because you never know whether you're going to be good at it. Some of these people have only been writing since they were retired, and someone had to say to them, why don't you write a poem, or why don't you paint a picture, or Shakespeare didn't just start writing from the day he was born. You have to find what you're good at, or find what you're interested in. That's it. I'm in a very philosophical mood right now, apparently. But anyway, it's a Friday night, and this is my wild party. I'm about to go to sleep. It's 10 o'clock. But I have a lot of work to do tomorrow and the day after, so yeah. I hope that you enjoyed the footage from today, and I hope that you go out and find your creativity, and I will see you tomorrow. And we are leaving, what are we? I am leaving Clive's room to begin my 7th and 8th journey in the last 72 hours. And yes, I am wearing exactly the same clothes I was wearing yesterday, because I've completely lost track of what is going on in my life with the amount of travelling I've been doing. So, it's time to leave again. Happy Thursday.